Can't get that bitch on my own. She want that new Saint Laurent. I get that bitch what she want. She want me run at the set. Tell that little bitch to fall back. Can't get your bitch off my back. Roll, Timmy, no 50 if she getting iffy, we getting this trap. Too high, just buzz on the pack. We said the straight, just try right. Mama forgive me, I think they gon' get me. That's why I be towing the strap. R.I.P. Miller, this man. These niggas gon' fall like a man. 2 shots, man down. Wrist on bust down. Might drown. And I'm in the end zone. Touchdown. And your bitch crushed it. It's a clown. I deserve a free throw, cause niggas living foul. Funny, I ain't fucked on your bitch in a while. You can get the hands, no Kobe, Chris Childs. T&K, I'm fucking, I'm Mr. Childs. Ooh, just in that Louis Vuitton. Can't get that bitch on my own. She want that new Saint Laurent. I get that bitch what she want. She want me run at the set. Tell that little bitch to fall back. Can't get your bitch off my back. Off-white shoes, I'm racist. Fuck up the rest, I'ma take it. Remember we tried out the bacon. Remember we tried out the basement. Remember they said I won't make it. Won't touch my chain, you won't take it. Hit that boy right on the payment. Watch that boy leave a like, but he hate it.
Born through hell, my stick in the coat. She call you Sally, my dick in her throat. Ain't got no bread, a little nigga alone. Still do the most, walk around with the toast. Yeah, you better leave me alone. You can get small like a cone. Boy, you a chicken, I'm back to the bone. Sippin' on Remy, but digging you kitty. I butt like a semi, you hear me? You feel me? She see me, she dig it. Right on the dick, pussy pop like a willy. Shawty a roller, I looked at my Rolodex. Been for that hoe that you cup, you ain't know it. Yeah, ain't with that plan, I'm saying you know it. That walk on the water, little bitch got it soaking wet. Gave her a pill and she shaking like jello. Lil' mama asked if I'm high. Hello. Watch me, you step in my shoe looking too white. Gave her the dig and $1, she do right. Mr. Chow dinner, I only took 2 bites. Got a new Glocky, that shit got me too high. Some balance, some walkie, that shit got me too right. She wanna do business, then I'm fucking tonight. Yeah.
Just in that Louis Vuitton. Can't get that bitch on my own. She want that new Saint Laurent. I get that bitch what she want. She want me run at the set. Tell that little bitch.
It's the one right here, KM.
Peace to the God and the Reaper.
Yeah, back up the spot like I back up the dope. Back through the city, I'm back on good hope. Sippin' on yellow, these nigga like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like Kane. I'm in this bitch with my brother, the Wayne. Nigga won't fight, he gon' die. Slime in her face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got her straight. Came before now, you know that got her A. The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy. I threw her 5, now she high and she ready. She cranking presents, she still love that Eddie. Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti. Yeah. Sing my song, fuck her good, leave me alone. Nigga want smoke, then I'm bringing the bone. Pullin' the party, I bring it along. I got hoes in this party, they singing along. I was down on my dick and I needed a loan. Ran that shit to the top, the king of my own. I kissed that hoe in the cheek like she special. I could box you for free, but that beef gon' be extra. She bought me a mirror, this bitch can't be serious. She callin' my phone, asking questions, Alexa. Walk in the back of the bank like a teller. Yeah, dog in the spot like Cruella. That pussy retarded, so I call her Riri. She know when she see me, she bringing them. Fuck all that patience, I ran out of weight. Terabyte, baby, I ran out of space. I hit the gas until I'm out of space. Sippin' Bel Air cause I ran out of ace. Hit from the back, I'ma pull out her lace. If I'm eating cat, then I'm saying my grace. My birthday just passed, baby throwing that cake. Got my quarantine, man, fucking hoes staying safe. Back up the spot like I bag up the dope. Back through the city, I'm back on good hope. Sippin' on yellow, these nigga like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like Kane. I'm in this bitch with my brother, the Wayne. Nigga won't fight, he gon' die. Slime in her face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got her straight. Came before now, you know that got her A. The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy. I threw her 5, now she high and she ready. She cranking presents, she still love that Eddie. Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti.
Peace to the God. Yow. I'm only 24 hours at the house, you feel me? Quick run, came back. Tabagoose. Yo. I've been sent a lot of things when I do my little regional run, bro. When I come back, I have things that I want to touch on, I want to speak on. If you know rookies, if you are related to rookies, if you have pre-cadets that's thinking about going to get their CDL, I suggest you send them this picture, this video. Because I'm going to give them a spot game. And then we're going to go off on a tangent towards the hour mark. But first thing is going to be game for the not yet truckers and the new truckers. Something that comes with a spot of maturity and hindsight is 2020. You understand? The first decision you have to make is about where you're going to school. So we'll start with the pre-cadets first and thoroughly explain that first decision, because a lot of them think it's going to be an easy decision. And when you're just coming in the game, you know, it's not that easy of a decision. A new person may tell you something like, oh man, it really doesn't matter. You get your CDL either way. All my people who's been driving for a number of years know that is not true. That's not true. Big Mike, I see you. That is not true. Before we really get into it, can y'all tell them that decision to go private or the plantation, go private or the regime, private or company sponsored, is a big one. And no one is really telling y'all that there's a big difference in that decision. Where you going? There's a big difference in that decision. And if you make this decision incorrectly, in time you will know why it is. Oh, lady. In time you will know why that is. When you go down the plantation, they're going to teach you a few things. So the guys who have never been in the truck before and you're about to make that decision, I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen when you get down the plantation. Why you call it the plantation, TB? Because it's a slave deal. I'm not saying it's a bad deal, but we call it like it is at the Trucker Brown channel, which is why you should be subbed to it and not subbing to butt cheeks on TikTok. It's a slave deal. The deal you're about to get, thank you, darling. The deal you're about to get is paying for your education and trucking for your indentured servitude. Well, you get paid. Yeah, kind of. Their ability to pay you barely anything after you get out of school is because they paid for your school. So that's one thing. The second thing the plantation is going to do is going to limit your prospects. Your prospects are not the same. Some of y'all may be from down the county. You may be from somewhere where you don't really understand what I'm saying. What I mean by prospects, I mean choices. Abraham, you're first to hit the gas. Yeah, I see you. I mean choices. Now we talking to the people who never even been in a semi-truck before. They don't have any semi-truck friends. That's why I told you need to send this to people who's not even in yet. Or that cousin you've been trying to talk to getting into it, but he flippity floppity with the first decision. Those are the cons. Limited prospects, wage slavery, and teaching you to do business the way they do business. They're going to be telling you things that in the trucking industry, it's done this way. That stuff isn't really true. What they mean to say is at this company, it's done this way. At this company, it's done this way. Pros, you got a job. Depending on your background. Just like in regular corporate America, when you are a kid that went to private school and private college, you have better prospects than the one who went through state college in public school. It's the same thing. Well, how, TB? Well, listen, if you don't got the money and you don't have the help, you got to go to the plantation. If you're saying, well, I'm not going to go to the plantation because I don't want my prospects limited, but you're poor and laying on someone's couch, that's stupid. That's stupid. You need to get out, take it. But if you're someone coming out the military and they're going to basically give you your CDL free, because that's what happens with military people, you have a choice between private and the plantation. Now, if you're somebody who is just sitting here with no money in your back pocket and you freaking barely can charge your freaking cricket phone, you're not in that position. You take what you can get. But these private school guys do have a leg up on you. If you'd have went down the regime and you went in there, they would have got you a CDL. Class A. That's it. You go to private school, they have the option to get every endorsement before you even leave. And I'm not going to lie to you, on my plantation guys. That's a serious leg up, man. So let's review this. Private school in the regular world, higher paying job. Private school in trucking, higher paying job. You come out of private school, they're going to tell you you can get everything. Every endorsement you can have. You're going to get doubles, triples, tanker, passenger, and hazmat. You're going to get all that out the gate. You went down the regime like I did down the plantation. They gave me a CDL Class A. Right there, I was limited to general freight. I didn't have the money for private school, so I'm grateful. But I know it's what it always is in this country. The people with money are backing get further than the ones that don't. Now, you have the option to go and be self-taught, get the book, read, get all your stuff, but usually you're coming in young. You're not going to do that. You're just going to have fun and drive what you can drive. It's not going to make sense to you then. You just know I'm getting more money than I was. I'm good. What else does it give you an option to do? It gives you more local prospects so you can be home when you go through private school. You know, that's who the private schools got to deal with, right? They got to deal with all the local people. When I went down the county to see our England, there was no local prospects. You get your CDL, you jump in the truck, forget about it, you're gone. But they got me my CDL. Like I said, this is a very nuanced conversation, but this conversation needs to be had so you know the real difference. This is why you sub. This is why this is real shit. You're brand new. You don't know what to do. I'm about to save you some pain. The private school kids go down there. You sit down. That place is in cahoots with the regime, and the companies look at them as better, believe it or not. There are companies that say you need a hazmat and you don't, just because they believe hazmat is better than general freight. There's a private school ring to it. You understand? Hopefully, in their mind, you're a better person than one of them dirty people who went down the plantation. That's my view on it. It could not be true, but I don't care. I'm standing on it. There's drive-in companies. Oh, you need a hazmat. Then when I talk to drivers there, they say I probably get a hazmat load once a month. But they put that there because they feel you'll be better, which is crazy. But hey, what can you do? Well, there's something you do. You just go get your hazmat. But I want you to, you're not even in the position to try to go get it later. You're in the position to start off okay if you listen. You understand that? You're in the position to start off okay. You're in the position to start off and not have to go down the plantation. And if you do, you'll be studying for the hazmat from jump or whatever the things that need in your area. The next question, you're thinking about going to get your CDL. Have you researched the CDL opportunities in your area? Because we forget when we watch this situation, I'm somewhere else. And all the YouTubers you watch are somewhere else. You can't be living in Wichita, Kansas, listening to a general creator that lives in Central Texas. I'm here to tell you, he has more options than you, Wichita. He just does. He got more options. So when he tells you, oh man, trucking great, baby. I'm good over here making a bunch of money. I'm chilling. That's not going to be your situation if you stay in Wichita. And they should be telling you that, hey man, these experiences that I'm giving you are because I'm in this area. They don't know to do that with you because they haven't been a public figure long and they haven't taken the responsibility on to do the right thing. They're just talking. You understand? They're just talking. And they're hoping what they say hits. That's it. They're hoping what they say hits. And once you're really, really done and you really understand the decisions you've made after a certain amount of time, what I'm saying will make sense to you. That's why you're going to get people who are listening down here that are agreeing because they know, oh my God, this is right. So what does the plantation give you that private school doesn't give you, TB? Well, I'll tell you. Better training. A lot of the private school guys probably don't want to hear this, but it's true. Better training. See, going through private school is a good way to duck the 30,000 mile training situation, living with another driver. Private school guys can duck that because that's the great barrier that nobody wants to deal with. Nobody wants to deal with living with that other person. They hear so many horror stories about it. It goes like this. You go through private school. Once you get everything from the actual overlord and the regime, they will come to you and give you some 360 deals. This is what the spread gonna look like, depending on where you live. Average city is going to be a soda company, a beer company, a hazmat company, that's going to pay good for where you're at, but according to the industry, they really robbing you, but you don't have no experience, so it's good for you to take it. All these things have something in common. They're day cab to regional cab, home every 3 days or home every other day or home every day jobs. You understand? So you can have a home life. Look at Boss Tweed. Look, you think I'm lying about this? Look, Core-Mark, Coca-Cola, I don't even know how to say that. What's that? Wakama? Exactly. Now, it's going to be good money for you. You're coming in, you're young, you'll take it. You'll work for this company a bit. Some of them will have regional sleepers, which will technically say you've done over the road, which means if you do that for 4 or 5 months, You could turn around, do that for 4 or 5, 6 months, and get right into prime without doing the training situation. Yeah. So us plantation people, we had to do, the waiting, everything like that. We had to wait. We had to deal with the trainer, smell his farts. I see you, Lisa. We had to deal with the trainer, smell his farts. And you're saying, haha, I went through private school. I didn't have to do that. But what did I get with that trainer? I'll wait. What did I get? I'll wait. We're not in a rush here. What did I get with that trainer? Real world, on the job experience. The amount of situations that are going to come up when you go through your pilgrimage on the 30 or 40,000 miles, that month or two that you're going to sit on that truck with your driver, the relationship you build, if he's cool, is lifelong. He's going to teach you stuff that is not in the curriculum. How to read the road. That's what they don't teach. You understand? He's also going to teach you how to make money. There's a reason OTR guys down the plantation don't want to go local, because from them looking at it, it's not a good deal. And they have a pretty chill situation when they get paid. They don't want to give that up. So you can get somebody cool like me. I could be a trainer. I trained Matty Ice. I trained Stiff Cliff. I trained Jaha. I trained a few people, right? And so did my big brother. So when you get in there, you can ask all the questions you want. I can have you backing up, and I can tell you, hey, man, cut it here, cut it there, do this, do that. Hey, man, if you feeling tired, lay down, man. Hey, it should only take you 30 minutes to take a shower. These little teeny giblets is what I call them, a spinal giblet. They make you money. And there is no corporate filter on your trainer in the truck. So you're going to learn stuff you never would get from an instructor. Never. And when you jump in that seat and you start a bad habit, he can slap your head. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Why? You don't keep hitting this line because it could be mud on the other side of that line and can pull you off the road. That's a tip. You could be one of them people who like to stick to the right line with that right tire. If you in the right state, like you down in Mississippi or Battle Battery, Alabama, and you let that tire slip off of that concrete to the side, the mud's going to pull you in the ditch. That's something you're not going to learn unless you're with somebody who knows what they're doing. And I'm going to teach you that at your class because they're not on the road with you. That's something you learn from talking to somebody who's ran down the gamut. They know. You understand? I'm dropping a lot of. Am I giving too much giblet out, Boss Tweet? I think I'm giving too much out. Only one comment for real is Boss Tweet and you out. I'm saying too much. I should let you just go and make the wrong decision. Now, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just telling you the difference in the decisions for you to understand. If you're the type of person who is watching the right content online, right? You're watching the right content online, you will learn more than the average person. But if you're going through private school and all you're watching is butt cheeks on TikTok, you're in for a rude awakening. Boss say I'm getting that too much. I'm giving that too much, bro. Yeah. Should it be free? I should have hit the Cash App King. Let me know. But yeah, listen. If you went to private school, you will have all the endorsements. You will have more prospects. But what end up messing you private schools up is y'all record are worse than ours. That's where you get screwed. Because all those little giblets that your trainer that taught you up down the plantation, you hit all of those lessons the hard way. So when my trainee hit that thing, I scared they don't touch that right line. That can pull you off the road. I scared him right there. Hey, step out of it. Don't do that. You just ride that right line until you run into the right street that crumbles at the edge, and boom, you learn that lesson the hard way. And unfortunately, in this business, that hard lesson is on your DAC report. And if you get a ticket, it's on your CSA score. So you'll end up messing around and having all the endorsements and being unhireable. You understand that? I hear you, Jonathan, because you could have been in the truck with me and I'd have told you, don't do drugs, don't drink alcohol. And we would have had our conversation as you do with every single freaking student. Hey, man, I just like drink a little bit, baby. And I tell you, listen, you drink when you get home. I mean, and this is what every student says. Listen to me here. I mean, if I'm at a truck stop and I'm on a 10-hour break, I can have a drink or two. No, you cannot. I mean, how they gonna know? Technically, it says I'm off duty. Yeah, I've had that conversation with 80% of my students. But what if I'm on a 34-hour break and I just want to take a sip? If you do, you got to be in the hotel. I ain't paying for no hotel. Then you can't take a sip yourself. Now I can drink it, but I mean, I'm on off duty 34 hours. I should be able to have a drink. Here, this is how it goes. And the old heads are going to chime in on me on this. They're going to chime in. You understand? Listen. If you, let's just say we're going to go from an OTR premise. If you're coming from an OTR premise, right? If you are OTR and you cannot, if you're OTR and you cannot stop yourself from drinking for that 30 days out, you have a problem. You understand that? If you are OTR and you cannot stop yourself from drinking, you have a problem. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? If I send you out for 4 weeks and you can't stop yourself from touching alcohol for that 4 weeks, you have an alcoholic. You have a problem. You do understand that? You have a problem. Well, I mean, I'm in my sleeper. Let's break this down. You can't have alcohol in your truck, period. Period. There should never be any alcohol in your cab, in your sleeper, ever. There is no way to talk around it. There is no way to think of it in a different way. There's none of that. Either you got it in your truck or you don't. That's it. You understand that? Either you got it in your truck or you do not. Rashawn, I appreciate you for hitting the Cash App. Gold Phoenix, I see you. Anthony Wilson, M. Boosa, my guy. Lisa, what's up, Sweet P and Abraham? I see you. They're paying attention. I don't know what's wrong with my thing. It's not. I don't know if y'all can hear the Cash App going off because I can't hear it. So I don't know. I'll have to check that later. There's no reason you should be drinking and you're out for 30 days. You should just wait till you get home. When I was at Melton down Tulsa, Oklahoma, they were firing drivers because they kept finding 6-packs and 12-packs in their truck. And they say, hey, man, I just like to have a beer at night, baby. No, you can't do that. And hopefully, if you were with the appropriate trainer, he would have told you alcohol has no business nowhere around this truck. I know y'all watch YouTubers who smoke on live in the truck. They are playing a dangerous game. They are playing a dangerous game. And your trainer should have hipped you to this. Living like a trucker is like being a monk, bro. The amount of pleasure, spirits, which is alcohol, drug use, and entertainment that you get is minuscule to the level that someone at home gets. Here's something you don't even know, because I didn't know it. You understand the people in corporate, mid-level and up, they don't get drug tested. Did y'all know that? Did you know that? Like the general managers and the executives and certain portions of corporate in the office at your job, they don't get drug tested at all. Did y'all know that? I'll wait. Or water, trying to do better. Did y'all know that? They don't get drug tested. So most likely the guy that's telling you you failed your drug test doesn't get drug tested. So they're able to do coke. Come on, stick man. Come on now. It's simple. They are not the class of person that needs to be regulated. You are. You're the one that needs to be regulated because you're the animal. You are not in the position, socioeconomically, financially, you're not in the position to be able to do whatever you want. You're not. And someone needs to tell you that coming in. You coming into here, you're like a monk, bro. You're going to see less sex. Here's another thing that I didn't do for most of my career. A few times it happened. I didn't get no Sacagawea, soggy bean juice. I didn't get none of that until I got back home. I would abstain the whole time I'm out. And I used to stay out 3-4 months at a time. And people say, well, TB, why you don't, you know what I'm saying? You in all these states, why you ain't? Because I don't touch free range vagina. Why not? Because I have truckers in my family and I was warned against it. Don't do that. Don't go to these other places and be touching free range vagina. They'll set you up to get robbed. Your discipline, it'll mess up your loads. I was told stuff like that. You're not going to get that unless you're around other truckers. And if you do not have truckers in your family, where can you go make trucker friends that will give you good advice? Where are you going to run into those trucker friends? At the plantation. Yeah. At the plantation. Private school, you're not getting the, let me tell you something. When you go through the plantation and Keeping the job after you get the CDL and training are two different conversations. I'm not telling you whether you should stay. I'm saying the training is worth it. That's a different conversation. I see you still hogging. I'm not telling you should stay. But that 30 days with someone that knows what they're doing, you'll get some amazing gems, bro. So pay attention. I don't touch no alcohol during my tour, is what you're going to call your timeout. I don't do no alcohol during my tour. I don't touch free range vagina in other states. You hear me? I don't do any drugs. I don't go to no bars. You did me. None of that. And people that tell you, when you in town, baby, just park the truck, catch an Uber down the county, and you can go over there and jigaboo. Don't do that shit, bro. Don't do it. You're coming from a totally different region of the country. You look like a red thumb just sticking out. And that's how y'all get hit. What do you mean hit? Yeah, Pete truckers die. They get killed. They get robbed. They get all type of stuff happens to it. So if you're parking your truck and Ubering to the hangout spot, your target. I know a guy who parks in West Memphis and takes an Uber over across the bridge to Memphis to party. You know what type of risk he's taking? You know what type of risk he's taking? I see you, Abraham. Patreon, stop to take leave. The plan. I see you, Abraham. Abraham is now top of the Cash App. I don't know, my Cash App's not going off, so I'm gonna call y'all out with my voice. You know what type of risk he's taking? I got hangout all the time. I don't know what you're saying, DJ Free. Re-say it. I had me a few chicks in a couple of cities. I knew them girls personally, though. Listen, everybody's gonna listen to me. All of you people who've been doing it for a while, that's cute. Put yourself in the position of telling your nephew who wasn't raised like you, you know he's softer than baby shit, you know he's sheltered by your sister, and he says, "Unc, I'm gonna drive a truck." And when he's time to go out there, are you gonna tell him to do that? No. Nah, hey, you ain't gonna. He calls you and says, "Uncle DJ Free, Uncle Malcolm McCrory, where you at, nephew? Oh man, I'm in West Memphis. I got a girl I've been talking to on the internet, baby. She said I can come down to South Memphis and hang out with her over there." What you gonna tell him? Yeah, go ahead. Have a ball. No. You're gonna say, "Listen, nephew, don't do that. You ain't got no business over there. You're at the truck stop. You got to load tomorrow. You stay in the truck. Don't do that. Don't go down there with them." That's the first thing you're gonna say. And if he had the appropriate trainer, he would tell him, "Watch out in these states." We know what states we talking about. Indiana's one to watch out for. Illinois is one to watch out for, especially Memphis, Jacksonville, LA. We know the states where it's like every trucker has a city they go in and they don't leave their truck. These are things you learn because you're getting basically a small apprenticeship when you go down to Blandeja. When you go through private school, you can wiggle out of that. New Orleans, look at Malcolm. He just saying it, but he knows. Don't do that in New Orleans. Don't do that in Baton Rouge, Brooklyn. He thinking about his nephew. My nephew green in a blade of grass. And he gonna take his retarded, good pronouncing word ass down to freaking Baton Rouge, trying to follow this big butt chick, and he's gonna get what? Knocked over the head. Not to mention, he doesn't understand the disease rates in these different places. Houston, Texas, if you're in the building. I hope you're here, Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Gather around. You're nasty. Y'all numbers that came out, 50,000 in a weekend, and you think I want my nephew down there slapping? But y'all got cheeks. Don't get it wrong. There's a lot of butt cheeks down there. I wouldn't have my nephew nowhere near them butt cheeks down there. He ain't paying attention. Shape World knows what I'm talking about. Y'all probably ain't heard the news, but it's some wild numbers went through Houston. No. I have a nephew in Texas. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So my thing is, I have a thing. If you ain't going to send your child, your nephew, your niece down there, you shouldn't be down there. So when he says, Unc, I got a load, I'm going to stay at the Loves in Houston. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The dude out there barbecuing, it's good food. And you know what I'm saying? Your cousin come from way in Baltimore and stuff. He used to it being cold. He down here in the winter. He got his shorts on. He fucking freaking Jimmy Jigabooing, having a ball out here. He got his best Jordans on and his hot top socks. And he got on his hoochie daddy shorts, and he slathered a whole bunch of metrosexual oil on his knees. And he is like, hey, how y'all doing? He having a ball. And the first thing you gonna say is get your ass back in the truck and lock both doors. That's something he learns from mentorship, which is what I've been trying to do here. Because I can't mentor y'all individually. But if I get a bunch of young cats in here listening, I can kind of mentor them and put things in their head that will sit there, and the germ will breed, and they will pull into Houston. And when all them cheeks and hot breast meat come up to their truck, they'll say, lock the door, click, click. No, thank you. Absolutely not. Because if no one tells you, you think I just hit the butt cheek heaven. You think everything's great. No, it's not. Lock the door. And then pull the shade. And then I'm gonna tell them, take the freaking take the seatbelt, put it through the door, and click it in. Because you think you out there hunting butt cheeks, but butt cheeks is hunting you. That's something you learn from the correct mentorship. Does a private school tell you when to pull into Fontana? Does a private school tell you, you might as well stop at Barstow, baby, because you're not going to make Fontana? Stop at Barstow 2 in the afternoon, wake up 3 in the morning, drive it into Fontana, drop it off, because you're not going to make that TA and that Petro. That's a pipe dream, baby. You ain't getting that. How many rookies pass Barstow and keep on going? And they get down there 6:45 in the afternoon thinking, I'm going to go up to the TA and park. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you're not there 2, 3 in the afternoon, you're screwed. Because that's about the time they fill up. You're not going to make that. So while he's driving, you say, where you at, nephew? Oh, I'm coming. I've been out of Vegas. I'm about to pass Barstow. When you dropping your load off? I got to drop it 5 in the morning. You need to stop in Barstow. Really? That's far away. Don't matter. Stop in Barstow. Pull it over. Pull it over, get you a spot. Exactly. Still hogging there. Yeah. You need to stop Barstow. Now you have options in Barstow. You can stop behind the Burger King, go over to that pizza joint behind them. You can stop over there by the Chipotle. They got a little bit park in front of that. You can stop at the Big Flying J. You can stop at the TA, where most people end up, or you can stop Diner Loves. But you need to stop now, there, shut it down. And he'll say, all right, I'm shut it down, but I'm gonna end up being late. No, you won't. You know what time you drive tomorrow, nephew? What? 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Yes, you stop the truck at 2 o'clock the afternoon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You technically can start moving 10 o'clock at night, but you're gonna get a couple extra hours of sleep. You need to be up and about by 3, driving out of there at 3:30, and you need to be driving down the hill before everybody wakes up. You get inside, you drop your load down in LA or in Fontana. They're going to tell you to the next place to get loaded. You go from there to the next place, pick up, and you're going to try to, and hopefully if it's going in this direction, you're going to try to make it back to Barstow, or you're going to try to make it up to Stockton if you're going north. These are things you do not learn in a book. You don't learn that in a book. You learn that from experience or listening to someone with experience. Then you won't be that guy driving around trying to find a parking space in LA. You don't be that guy. I be speaking the real, but they don't never hit the kids. Yeah. Peace to the God, the rebirth, and the re-education for the nation. I told you, it's a difference. Now, there's some private school cats that listen to the right people online and they learn this shit. And they're totally fine and they have better prospects. They have better prospects. They do. Way better prospects. And they have some understanding too. But a lot of y'all, it's like I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing when I see y'all do stuff. When I see women crying, and I found they crying, they don't know what to do next, and everything's. I didn't know this was gonna be like this. That means you tried to get all the way to trucking greatness with no mentorship. None. You tried to get to trucking greatness with no mentorship. What profession need I say, or shall I say, craft you can get to the top of without mentorship? What artisan can get to the top of his art without a mentor? You understand? When you're done thinking you can do everything on your own, you'll realize that those old heads you don't even want to talk to at TA, they're dropping gems for no reason, bro. You'll realize that old talkative dude at the shipper can walk up and fix your problem in 2 seconds. Because you young people feel like, old people, they're dirty. I don't want to touch them. I'm hot and sexy, aren't I? Look at me. Hot and sexy does not Strap and tarp a flatbed load. It doesn't. Those crazy old dudes walking around the shipper, when you go to Melton, truck lines, you hear me? And they send you to this place to pick up the roof material, and you think, oh, this about to be a breeze. And you tarp that load, you strap it. First of all, you only put one strap per bundle. It can be done. The two straps on the two end pieces, you didn't double strap because, you barely paid attention in class. You're too busy scrolling. Then you get to the tarping portion of it, and all my flatbedders are going to speak up. You throw the top on, but you layer it from front tarp, middle tarp, back tarp. And you think it looks good, and you drive off, you hit the internet, you hit the highway, 65 miles an hour. You drive on a highway 65 miles an hour. You're jamming your music. Sipping on your Slurpee or whatever you got. And you feel, hey man, why is my fuel mileage so bad? I don't know what's going on. So you glance in your mirror finally, and there's a parachute behind your truck. A parachute behind your truck. Oh, man, you slow down, pull over. You go back there, your truck, your tarps are torn, everything. You're thinking, what the hell happened? You didn't have mentorship. Now, when this happened to me, I could call my father. When this happened to me, I could call my father. Everybody crowd around. Come sit down. Sit down. You're new here. Hit the cash out. Sit down. Sit down. Let's talk. Look at Stick Man. He's going crazy because we've been there. I could call my father, and he'll say, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. Take every tarp off the truck. I got to take it all off the truck, roll them all the way back up, and start it over. I got to roll you. He said, you got to roll them all the way up. He's like, I can't. I told him, I can't fix it from here. He says, you can, but you're not going to learn anything. So take them all the way off, re-roll all of them. Roll them all up. I said, he was like, all right, you about to retarp it? Yeah. He said, you go back to front. That back one lays down. That middle one, you lay it on top of that one. And that front one, you lay it on top of the middle one. That way the wind can't catch it. That one little gem worked superbly. Works superbly. The truth is, the young that listen to the old is probably going to make it to being old. Come on, King V, that's Flatbed 101. That's Flatbed 101. There's a million of them in Flatbed, but you'll realize after some time. The tanker guys who slide into these positions, they must understand surge. Some of y'all are get sliding in the traffic, in the ice. There's a reason tankers go slower than everybody else. You would know that if you went down the county. Private school is going to give you more gems on your license. They're going to give you more shiny badges on your license. The industry is going to treat you better. You may get a higher paying job. These are true. These are true pros. But there's a bit of research you have to do on top of that. You're taking your career into your own hands and you're doing your own mentorship. You have to learn on your own. You have to ask yourself, am I the type of self-learner, self-taught? Am I that type of person? If you are, then private school is perfect for you and it's a better deal than the regime. If you are not, you have to be honest with yourself and say, I want to be told everything. You can still go get your hazmat on your own. I see you, Harpo. You still have to go get the hazmat on your own, but you'll be able to have the mentorship. And I believe the plantation gives you a chance, whether it's good or bad, but some mentorship, some camaraderie. But no one wants to point that out, that a lot of these people that are crashing, burning, they're private school. Are they the people who find a way out of dealing with the training portion? If you're having a million problems with your trainer, some is your trainer. Your trainer is not emotionally intelligent and he's not putting himself in your shoes because he's done it before. All right. Or you are not taking in the you're not self-learning. You're not holding yourself accountable for how you deal with people and how you interact with people. And at some point, you're going to have to hold yourself accountable for that. Because if things keep not working, at some point, you have to ask yourself the question, is it me? If you went through 3 trainers, it's you. I'll let that marinate. If you went through 3 trainers, then it's you. When you get into that truck, now we're going to skip over to the people that are in class. When you meet your trainer, he's going to tell you to low down the dough diggly. He's going to say, hey, man, listen, I don't have no smoking in my truck. I don't play that hippity hop music, and I don't do drugs. We take a shower every 3 freaking days. I have wipes. He just gave you a gym right there. No, I take a shower every single night. You're not about to make no money. He just gave you a gym. You didn't even catch it. You need to know how to take a bird bath in your truck for the money sometimes. Well, I stop at a truck stop every night. No, you don't. Sometimes you at shippers and can't make it to a truck stop. Tell him, Malik. Sometimes you're on the side of the road and just ran out of freaking joint. You somewhere on the side of the road, parked at an exit. Sometimes Sometimes you are at a truck stop, but their showers are disgusting. Yeah. And you don't want to use their shower. So you don't. I see you, Rashawn Smith. Thank you for hitting the cash app. You knocked Abraham out the top of the cash app. So sometimes you got to dude wipe it out. Dude wipes are good and soapy enough for you. You can get by on a dude wipe. That's a thing. Well, I got to take a shower every single night. Then you're in the wrong profession. You got to take a shower every single night. You know what else you can't be? What? An oil rigger. You can't be a sniper. There are jobs that exist that you can't take a shower every night. Yeah. They exist. That's a fact, Jay Smooth. So what I suggest you do is listen to your trainer because he knows. I'm trying to get a shower every 2 or 3 days if we can, but I know you're not guaranteed a shower every single freaking night. But when it's time to take a shower, listen to what he says. When it's time to take a shower, I'm not asking you to take a shower. That's when we take a shower. Why do trainers do that? Trainers do that because they have ran into trainees that don't have no home training that don't want to take a shower and they funking up the truck. So when your trainer says it's time to take a shower, you take the shower. It's not a discussion. I'm not asking you. You understand that? It's time to take a shower. Get your funky ass up and let's go. If you don't have soap, some will be provided for you. If you don't have a towel, it'll be provided for you. If you don't have deodorant, I will buy you some. I had trainers from all walks of life. One trainee, I said, "Oh, you ready to take a shower?" I was like, "Man, I don't." He's like, "Man, I don't have any shower stuff. Like, I'm coming from the street." I said, "Cool, let's go in here." I mean, how much clothes you had? He only had 2 pairs of pants. He came straight off the street, bro. So I took him to Walmart, bought him 3 work pants, work boots, shirts. He was out here up the county with no jacket. I bought him a winter jacket. Walmart sells winter jackets, some Lon Johns, and I took him over there. I got him deodorant. I went over there, got him some deodorant. I went over there, got him some body wash, some deodorant, some body wash, something to shave with, a toothbrush, toothpaste, everything in travel size with travel tops. I did all that. Did all that. And his clothes he been slimming in, we threw them away. And he was like, "Man, I appreciate, bro. I don't been there. I know how I feel, bro. I used to sleep on the street, bro. You're not doing nothing. I don't know what it is. I know what it is, bro. Like, it's bad, dog. I done been there. Don't even worry about it." Hands cold, bought him gloves. Went to the movies I paid for. When I got a hotel, I got him his own separate hotel. I respected him as a man. Hey, man, I'm about to be in this hotel for a while. Here goes some walking around money. See, a lot of y'all don't give out walking around money. That's why I don't mess with y'all like that. That's a fact, though. If we're going to be sitting in this thing for 2 days, you need walking around money. All right, man, here go a hundo for you to be able to get food and stuff. Woody, woody, woo. There's a movie going on later and you want to go check it out. Yeah, I'm cool with that. All right, let's go. We go check it out. I gave him the Honda, took him to the movies and out to eat and didn't ask him for nothing. Yeah, now you don't got to pay for nothing, bro. Because this thing, let's be real. I'm jacking your miles anyway. I'm making double and you only making $600-700 a week. You got taxes, child support. That ain't no money. How much y'all think they're really seeing? They're seeing like $450 out of their money. Plus the company overcharging them, retaking, garnishing and stuff out that they gave them. Some of these companies is taking the hard hat out and taking the reflective vest out and taking everything out. I know it's rough, bro. I got you. I'm really in the street like that. I'm getting money now. So it felt good. A lot of y'all trainers ain't like that. My trainer wasn't like that. So let's go to the movies, bro. Took him over to the movie, stayed up in the movie, got something to eat, woo. I'm trying to show him that when you get this position, if you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to have it, bro. Y'all will take your trainee up there and be like, nah, you got to buy your own food. Y'all some suckers for that, bro. Y'all some suckers. That's one thing I learned when I got into trucking. Everybody ain't real niggas, bro. That's a real fact. You run into some sucker, square, corny cats in this business, bro. They don't understand the code, the slum, none of that. Everything's been perfect for them forever. You know what I'm saying? They have a disdain for you. That happens. It does happen more times than not. They just there for the money. But not understanding how you treat this trainee is going to affect their whole career, bro. The main factor that tells a driver to go lease or not is the interaction with the trainer. I showed my student $7,200 settlements. What you think he did? And I told him, you don't lease a truck until you're training. Go company. When you're able to train, you lease the truck. That's what I mean by you're supposed to sub to a certain level of content. That's gonna give you the gym and the rebirth of the re-education, not nothing that is what's the word? Less than intelligent. It's nothing, man. It's just barf content. That's also why I tell you to hit the gas yet, because I'm not doing no for nothing content. This stuff, you can apply this. You're brand new in the game. 10 hours in the sleeper is a major gym. You're new, you're a rookie, you don't know it yet, but that's a major money hack. Drivers don't pull money out how fast they drive. They pull money out of their clock. You understand? I need to figure out how to cut that shit off. Thank you. I just figured it out. They pull it out their clock. You make more money limiting how many times you stop for a break, doing your 30-minute tight and doing a 10-hour in the sleeper tight than you do off driving fast. When you get in the truck, you don't want to be a busy idiot. When you get in the truck, you do not want to be a busy idiot. You want to know what you're doing. And there's two things you're going to be paying attention to the most: safety and the time. Safety and the time. You may not know it yet, but those are your two best friends. Safety and the time. It's 152 people in here. You hear me? There's 152 people in here. 600 people watched it, and I got 50 likes. But y'all want me to keep going. Y'all know I'm independent. You understand that, right? I'm independent. There's no marketing dollars that go into my promoting on YouTube. I don't do that. Either it's genuine and it's real, or it ain't there. I don't do that. I try to bring you content you can come back and watch and reference and do something with. I don't know who YouTube is going to show that this video is live to. That's why I tell you to share. I don't know who this video is going to help, but I do it anyway. I play with loads to get here to speak with y'all. And in doing this, I have affected my career. Because the truth is, these companies I'm teaching y'all how to get into, I'm blacklisted from. I can't work there. And I have nothing on my record. Explain that. No accidents. DAX score clean, but I'm blacklisted all the same. You understand? I'm blacklisted all the same just from doing this. This will ruin your career. And I didn't come up with I didn't know to come up with a moniker without my name in it. I also didn't know to have a separate phone number attached to my social media. I didn't know that coming into the game. So that's, if you don't know, that's how they check your social media, your phone number. It's your phone number. And they watch everything you do and everything you say. And depending on the level of gems they come out, they say, I don't want this person working here. And that's what's happened to me. I can't go back to my alma mater. I can't go back to CR England. I can't go back to Prime. I can't go back to Melt. I can't go back to none of those major companies. They all have my name on the books. And I have no accident. So how did that happen? The wealth of knowledge I have, if I was any other person, they would be trying to put me in the onboarding thing. Can you do onboarding for us? Nothing. Because there is a consequence to telling y'all real gems, bro. There's a consequence to that shit. When I say, hey man, the cash app, bro, as the truth is, you got to do that. Now, I got people I can work for that's on the lowsy on some own authority type stuff, and they mess with me because they be in the channel. I be watching. I can go work for D-Raj. I can work for my homeboy where I work at here. I can do stuff like that. But a lot of the opportunities that y'all have at a major company, I can't take. At this point, I should be going to school for something else. And that new thing I go to school for, I'll never do content on. Because doing this does ruin your career. And I'm going to be real enough to tell you. I'm going to be real enough. Now, if you use a fake sucker, it ain't going to ruin your career. You understand me? If you're a stool pigeon, if you're a corporate plant, If you say whatever they tell you to say, you'll be fine. I just ain't built like that because I've never been inside the corporate structure. So it ain't for me. I think they're a bunch of blood-sucking baby lovers. I think they're a bunch of Satan worshipers, and I personally don't want to be associated with them personally. I see you, Katie. So I'm trying to explain to you something. The people who keep this afloat for this service to keep going on while I shout their name out are the people in the Cash App Patreon. YouTube does not pay any money long enough for anybody to do this. Those are the people paying for y'all to see this. It's not coming from YouTube. The Arnold, the Maliks, the Rashans, the Abrahams, the Rashawn Smiths, the Anthony Hamiltons, the Gold Phoenix, the Lisa L's, the Mbusas. Those are the people paying for this program because this is paid for out the mud. This is not paid for by corporate. It's independent. That means that people watching it have to pay for it. And if you're new to the channel, I'm just giving you the understanding. Every other demographic of people pay for their people to keep doing it. And trust me, it can't pay all my bills. It just can't. That's why I still work. But I have 5 subscriptions to be able to do this. This service alone, StreamYard, is $49 a month. For me to edit it is $45 a month. Opus is $19 a month. Riverside is freaking $300 a year. This shit adds up. It adds up. This light, $700. Rodecaster was $700. These monitors, 4K monitors, are $250 a piece. My desk to go up and down was $700. My camera was $2,000. My big camera was $8,000. These microphones are hundreds of dollars a piece. It adds up, bro. That's just the truth about it. This not me trying to be ignorant. I'm just giving you the cold hard facts. They're not gonna give it to you. They're gonna make you seem like, oh man, I'm super great, like I'm a baller. I'm not a baller. I'm a regular person like you that just feels like it needs to be said. That's it. I'm not a baller. I don't live in a mansion. I don't have nice fancy cars. I don't wear Jordans. I don't do any of that. I tell you the freaking truth. I tell you the truth. Let's cut these notifications off. They show up at the worst time. Yes, it does cost. But right now, to run my show, it's about $350 a month. Every single software I use, you have to pay to get the watermark off. You got to pay it on the CapCut. You got to pay it on the Opus. You got to pay it on the StreamYard. That shit costs money, bro. It costs money. Then you got to have the equipment. Dude, I have how many microphones I have sitting here? Look at this. This is 1 mic, 2 mic. 3rd microphone. You see that? I really don't show people this. Look at this. Microphone. 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 Another microphone. This shit costs money, bro. Each one of these microphones need a mount, a wire. It adds up. So what I tell people is I do have aspirations for the channel doing other things, but I can't take that out of my taking care of my life money, which is the money I work for, and put it into this. It has to come from the audience. And that's not me. I'm not selling you a wolf ticket. I'm not offering you $1 million career. I'm just telling you the truth. And I say that to say I say that to say that I appreciate everyone who actually comes here and supports the channel. Those are the people you should be thanking because they're literally paying for this. They're paying for it. And you watch it and you take away from it and you go off and you make extra money and learn our stuff. You take our information and you learn the time clock stuff and you learn whatever. You learn that shit and you make more money from it. The question is, are you the type of person to put back into where it came from? Because YouTube will limit this video to 3,000 views and somebody sitting in a truck talking about nothing will get 300,000. There is no way for you to tell me that is not on purpose. They're literally saying nothing. You understand? I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. We did not hit enough money to get the call in show. Maybe I'll come in tomorrow. If 250 is sent to my Cash App, I will push this next load back, or I will try to do it tomorrow before I get on the truck. And we'll have a call-in show. 250 to the Cash App for that to happen, though. I appreciate y'all. Do not do drugs. Send in what you can. It can add up to 250. It doesn't matter. And I'm out 5,000. But pay attention, man. Stop watching junk content. You gotta stop it. No funny. You're also black. Hey, I didn't say that. You said it. But I'm not gonna deny it. Don't do drugs. Be happy. Thanks for everyone who hit the catch up. Try to pay for the next show. 250.